Okay everybody, we're back. I said I would come back to you when I had some things installed, so I've been progressing slowly on that. First thing I've done is I've added a basic motion sensor from the house fixture I showed you on the previous video, and I've drilled a hole in my crate and I've ran the little wiring through the hole in the crate and along into my junction box over here. The wiring consists of a red, a white, and a black, and then I've wired them up accordingly, and I'll show you how I did that. Okay, we'll start with the white just because it's on top. So basically you run a white wire where you normally would on a receptacle, with the only difference being that you have to pigtail it here. One goes back into the AC for your wall, and the other one goes to your motion sensor. On the black wire, one just goes to the AC, to your wall at home, and it goes to your motion sensor. And you don't hook the black on the receptacle because it's not needed. The red wire is the trigger wire, which basically replaces the wire, the black wire, and controls the on and off of the receptacle. So that's basically the difference. Is you remove the black wire where you normally would for, like, say, a standard house installation of light. You put the red wire there, and your black wire gets removed off of there and just gets tied into the motion sensor. So I've built a little temporary wiring harness, and I'm just kind of buttoning things up. I have tested, it does work, so I'm going to just seal this up, and I'll come back and I'll show you a quick little demo on that. Okay, basically this is how it looks, all buttoned up. Now remember, anything in this box is a controlled box now, so it runs off the motion sensor. So I'm going to hook my drill motor here, probably some lights, and an audio source of some sort. I'll probably run another, maybe a power strip here, or double the box, just daisy chain them together to get one more receptacle I think I'll need. But basically that's how it looks when it goes together, so I'll give you a brief demo next. Okay, here's what I've got. This motion sensor is just loosely hanging right now because I haven't bolted it in yet. Basically, it gets a detection from a visitor, and it does its thing. So I'll show you what it does. I won't be able to talk when it runs because it's just far too noisy, but you'll get the idea. So your visitor goes by, makes a detection. That's basically it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to button everything up. I have to adjust the sensitivities and all that stuff, and I'll probably add the lights, and I'll do another dry run in a little bit. Alright guys, here's what it's looking like so far. It's more or less getting very close to be completed project. I've installed the power strip, or whatever you like to call that. It's also trigger controlled off the receptacle that we talked about earlier down here, and I've wired that into a small wiring harness, which I've used the rest of the lighting system that came with the sensor, and I've just reused that because it'll otherwise be junk. And I've installed just a temporary floodlight to show you basically that when the trigger comes on, you see the light comes on. Sorry about the wind, guys. It's picked up quite a bit. The light goes out. Now I haven't connected the drill motor, but I'll do that now. And everything should operate as a unit when triggered. And it does. So I've got to just fool around with the sensor, find a happy spot for it. I'm going to probably change out these lights, put some scary, maybe an orange light in here, or a red one, or whatever I can find in the two sockets. This one here is just for demonstration purposes only. And I was thinking about hanging some Halloween incandescent strings, perhaps around the outside on the edges here, just for fun, and I can plug them directly into the strip bar. That's the beauty about having the strip bar, is you can play around with different ideas and you don't have to do any hard wiring. So anyways, I will just do some more modifications, and I'll show you what more or less it's going to look like in the final result. Okay, my daughter is going to represent a trick-or-treater. And the trick-or-treater gets scared. So we'll come back and show you this at nighttime.